Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist, and as you're reading right here, Plymouth gunman was 22-year-old virgin who posted rambling YouTube videos complaining he was too fat and ugly and probably too damn stupid to have sex, and boasted about being a Terminator before killing 5, including 3, and family, then shooting himself dead. So, one of these extremely sad mass shootings events by one of these so-called incels. These incels would be guys that cannot get laid and just are upset with the world and society and just decide to go out in a very violent manner. You would hope that if they are so pathetic, they just want to end themselves, by all means, do everyone a favor. But when they start hurting other people, that is... that is extremely sad, and especially, at least in my case, it just really kills me when I see this 3-year-old little girl. What kind of monster pulls the trigger on a 3-year-old child? I guess that crazy people do crazy things, but still, man, you have to be one sick bastard to do that. Anyway, stuff that happens, and in this case it happened in UK, one of the most restrictive countries in terms of even the most basic self-defense tool. Even having a pepper spray is considered pretty much like a grenade launcher according to their laws, and you're gonna be ending up in jail if you have one. Having said that, and guys, stay for this video really, especially if you're not living in the United States, especially if you're from UK, by all means stay for this video, or anywhere else, especially if you don't have a firearm and you're still in the fence about it's not easy, they're expensive, or especially if you're not living in the United States and you have to get maybe a bit more paperwork. This idiot, this complete loser, had a pump action shotgun in UK legally. He filled up the paperwork, presented it, paid like the 90 bucks, got a couple of signatures from friends or family or whatever, and he got himself his pump action shotgun, which is the one he used to commit this massacre. So, crazy dude here has a shotgun. Now, let me ask you this. Do you have a shotgun while living in the UK? No? You still think it's too complicated? Well, obviously not. If this lunatic can have a shotgun legally, you should have one in the UK as well. Alright? There's really no excuse. I get this all the time. Especially when stuff from my book, oh yeah, you read about guns. That does not apply for my country, Fernando, because I'm from the UK. Dude, you can get yourself the same damn pump action shotgun that this lunatic had legally in his house. Why is it that you don't have one? That is really the question I want to ask here. This bastard went in, upset because he was not getting laid, and whatever crazy excuse he had, nothing justifies this. But this idiot, he had a pump action shotgun. He had it, and he decided to take it on everyone else and kill his mother, and then went out on the street randomly shooting people. He kicked down a guy's door, a neighbor, and shot people there as well. I mean, if you have, guys, it really comes down to this. If you have the tool so as to defend yourself, then when this happens, you can be talking about any nonsense you want, or whatever thing you're going on in life, and you're talking with your family, having breakfast, dinner, lunch, doesn't matter, you're watching TV. All of a sudden this asshole kicks your door, your life changes right at that moment. If you don't have your shotgun or your rifle or your Glock or whatever it you could have, if you don't have it at that moment, you're not going to be getting it. That's too damn late. So if you're living in the UK or wherever it is that you live, and you're still wondering about, should I really? We are very safe here in UK. We don't even have armed police. Well, that's just stupid. Makes no sense. Police officers are there to defend law-abiding citizens. That's their purpose. The idea that you're just better, and this just pisses me off because it has no reasonable, no logical excuse. There's nothing to justify the idea of having a police officer that's supposed to be out there so as to protect the population, and you have the guy unarmed with a very same tool that would allow him to save lives when these things happen. It is stupid. It makes no sense. It does not make your country better. There's a lot of countries that are a lot better and they still have armed police. Go to damn Switzerland and check if those guys have unarmed police in the streets. Okay? That just makes no sense. And it's, it's just this, this idea that we're so much better because we don't, gonna be calling the armed police. Well, you call the armed police. This idiot killed a 3-year-old girl, right? This idiot showed up in your house and killed your loved ones because you didn't have something to defend yourself. And you know what? At the end of the day, there's no excuse because you could have your own pump shotgun just like this guy had. Even if it's just a double-barrel shotgun, at least something. The last thing these losers expect is actually someone standing to them and saying, you know what, you're going to be getting some lead yourself. That really changes their mind. They go into these, he considered himself a Terminator. You know why? Because he probably expected no one to stand against him and say, this is it. This is going to be stopping right now. If you are a law enforcement officer, if you are a police officer in the streets and you see this guy and you have your Glock 9mm or whatever sidearm you have some basic training, you can draw, aim, and put a couple rounds on this bastard and stop it right there, probably save the life of a 3-year-old child. But no, we're not going to be arming our police officers. We don't go that way. We just call it just stupidity. But there's no excuse for you not being armed yourself. That's just something you have to change if it's still the case. And I get these messages all the damn time. All the time. Every day I get some email about, yeah, but I can't have this, I can't have that. No, because I live here. I live in London. Guys, I love you. I really do. And I really appreciate my followers, you guys that buy my books. But every time I get a message from someone in London that's telling me he cannot own guns, that just pisses me off because I know it's not true. I have a Mossberg 500. That is a gun that was brought from UK. It has a 24-inch barrel because I believe that, what is it? Let me know in the comments section, you guys in UK. What is it, 22 or 24-inch barrel? Doesn't matter. It's still a damn Mossberg 500. 7 rounds plus 1. That's a serious firearm, which with some knowledge you can use that to defend yourself. Yes, I know that the kind of training you have is not specifically geared towards self-defense. You have other tools. You have this stuff that I wrote here that some people tell me doesn't apply for my country because I don't have guns. Again, think again about what you can or cannot have. This is going to be helping you out in terms of training and how you actually would be using that. Then, I mean, sure, you can go to other countries, get training, but at the very least, if you have the tool, you have the mindset, and you have this, or you have a bunch of videos online about how to use all of this stuff, it will make a huge difference. You will have a, it's a massive difference between being completely unarmed and just being a sheep waiting there to be slaughtered, or have a chance just to do something. And if you're determined to actually get a good chance to stop this monster from hurting your loved ones and yourself. Folks, it's going to be all for now. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. See you on our next video. Have a great day.